Okay. Hey, everybody. We're going live. And yep, we are live. Cool. Ready for Facebook? Facebook's a go. Instagram's a go. YouTube's a go. Fantastic. Hi, everybody. My name is Mark Burick, and we are good on sound. Great. My producer, my lovely wife, just told us that we're good on sound. So we're going to get going today. And today is Monday, August 7th. That's when we're filming. And what we're doing today is we're going to talk about developing your philosophy as a coach, developing a coaching philosophy. Now, this is important not only for coaches. So if you're a player, I want you to listen to this too, because it's going to actually help shape the partners that you play with, how you behave on the court, how you go to practice. And eventually, if you have a long term partner, you're going to have to discuss this with your actual teammate and have a team philosophy. So, this is a crucial step for any sports coach, and it provides a foundation for your coaching approach and it guides all of your decisions and actions. Okay. This is important if you're running a company, if you're running a team, if you are just coaching a couple people, you have to understand what you're doing, where you're coming from. So we're going to get into that today. And if you are listening to this as a podcast or you're watching it on YouTube or Facebook, we have an entire coaching course that we would love if you wanted to take. So if you want to improve as a coach, if you are in a coaching role and you're not really sure what you're doing, or if you used to be an indoor coach and now you're getting the beach volleyball coaching role in your club or your school, this is going to be a great program for you. It has a lot of videos that take you from the ground up. In other words, developing your philosophy, something like this. But we also talk about how to fix different techniques and pretty much add to your toolbox and add to whatever coaching tools you have at this moment. So that's what that course is about. And in order to complete that certification, we actually invite you to one of our camps so that you coach in person with us. So that comes included in the coaching certification. And if you guys have any questions, just DM me at Mark Burick on Instagram. And we would love to see you become a certified better at beach coach. And then maybe at some point, running lessons, running classes, running a location for us, and coming to our camps and vacations as a coach. If you've heard this before, if you've listened to this podcast before, you know that we're always looking for people to hire. We just have a wide range of what we can hire, and it has to make sense. So if you want to be a coach, hopefully you have another skill set, because we do have a bag of great coaches, but we need people with some other skill sets that can help us with a little bit of sales, marketing, video editing, or apparel development. So get in touch if that's your thing. Okay, this weekend, before we get into the meat, this weekend, a fundamentals class, a 6-hour fundamentals for Hermosa Beach, and it was awesome. We did have a lot of beginners. We had a lot of people who were really athletic and just starting volleyball. So I think it was perfect for some of them. And then we had some people who just wanted a refresher on some of their skills. And we had an indoor player who needed to make some conversions to beach. But it was a fun Sunday. So it's everybody who was here Sunday. We did that 6-hour. That was awesome. And thank you guys for coming. It was hot, and you guys survived, and you're absolute troopers. So I appreciate you guys. It was a good time. If somebody from right now, somebody from Long Beach has been texting me and trying to get us to coach one of her groups. If you ever have any idea where you want us to come coach a group, coach your club, or run an event in your, just DM me at Mark Burick, and we will try to build it if it fits for us. We do have a 3-day event coming up in Florida. So August 25th to 27th. Let me make sure that I'm going here. You can always check our dates and upcoming events on betterbeach.com/events. But August 25th to 27th, we have a big 3-day event in St. Pete Beach. and there are a lot of people signed up for that. So I know that it's going to be a fun weekend. And August, September 8th to 10th, we have an advanced camp for our A and AA players, men's and women. It's a couple weeks after that. And Brandon is running in Virginia Beach the 24th and 25th of August. He's doing a 2-day clinic out there. Finally, August 20th, advanced defensive techniques and tactics for women's B and A players. Bring it out to Hermosa Beach and let's hang out. Okay? So let's get into this episode. We're going to start it like this. Developing your coaching philosophy is just massively important. Why? Because it actually guides all of your decisions. Now, I want to make sure that you actually know what that means. A coaching philosophy means what type of goals are you actually going for? What type of community are you developing? Who are you as a person? And how are all of your actions going to match that? If you show up one day as like a Bobby Knight kind of angry coach that's throwing chairs, and the next day you want everybody to be lovey-dovey and super best friends and nice and calm, you're giving them conflicting messages. And when a leader gives conflicting messages, it's hard to follow suit with that. Okay, so we want to make sure that we're giving consistent messages to our teams and that we're doing what we set out to do. Sometimes you get lost in all of those daily battles and you end up chasing too many rabbits, but in the very wrong direction. And you end up in a place that you didn't want to be when you started out on this coaching adventure, or like I said, for the teammates out there on this team adventure. And I want to make sure that I help you develop this coaching philosophy for yourself. So the first thing that I want you to do is do a little bit of self-reflection and values identification. So I want you to, if you have a pen right now, I want you to start writing this down. What are the things that you value and that you consider important in sports and coaching? You're going to have to identify some principles here that resonate with you. Like, is teamwork important? Is discipline important? Most important, what are the most important? Wrap your head around it, or later in your phone. How do I identify my values that I have for teams? I will tell you this. The way that I coach for as a company, where we have people who are paying us as customers, and we don't always see the same people on a regular basis. Okay? We might see them for a week at a time and then say goodbye. The way that I coach there is going to be quite different than the way that I would coach if I had a long-term team. If I had a long-term athlete, there would have to be some more serious discussions. There would have to be who they are. As it is right now, we touch on it. We touch on those things during our classes, talk interpersonal reaction. Hey, I noticed that after